So Daisy, hello, hello, hello. Let me just do that button. Oh, connecting it says. Oh, it should be connected. Hello there. Oh, it's been ages. It feels like it's been ages since I've done this. I hope people are going to be able to tune in because I did think, Friday afternoon, is that going to be a dodgy time? But we're meant to be having my nephew tomorrow, but that's been cancelled now, obviously. We found out yesterday. So it means that I could have done it tomorrow, but it were a bit too late because we'd advertised today. And I went and, like a fool, agreed to work on Sunday. Didn't even think about it. Just agreed to work on Sunday when I should be doing my live. So, hey, people are there. I'm so pleased. Hello there, Sarah. Hello there, Jackie. So pleased you managed to join me. I'm not quite sure. I can't actually see the screen. I'm not sure if we'll get many people being able to tune in. But I thought, well, at least I'm doing the live. So if you can tune in, that's fabulous. But otherwise, we've always got catch up, haven't we? Oh, lovely Sylvia. Hello there, Sylvia and Celia. And I die. Hello, I die. And Angela. Hello. Hey. Oh, ginger snap. Do you know Angela? My gran used to make ginger snaps. Oh, good grief, they were good. I haven't found a decent vegan one yet, though. Vanessa, hi Vanessa. Hello there, Mandy. Pat, hello there, lovely Pat. Hello, Alison. Oh, thank you. I'm so pleased you've been able to join me. I did, yeah, it was a worry, but we're there now. Hello there, Carol and Bella. Hiya, Bella. Oh, I love that name. Alison, hello there, Alison. Jackie, hi there, Jackie. Fiona, you're in the red one today. In the comments last time, it was actually funny because the red one was the naughty one. And today, Fiona, that is you. I think it must be because you're watching on YouTube. Hello there, Debbie. Sneaky watching this whilst working. Oh, Debbie, don't get in trouble. I won't waffle too much then. Hello there, Trevi and Katie. And Deborah. Oh, it's lovely to have your company, gang. Thank you ever so much for joining me. It's always good to be here. And especially as I'm back in my room, which has been great. Feels like I've been away for ages. I love it in this little room. It's really nice and it's nice outside, sun shining. So, yeah, it's really nice being back up north. My mum's really well. She's doing gardening today. So it's really lovely. Hello there, Carol. I'm very well. Thank you very much. Gail, Vanessa. Hello, hi, David. Hope you're well, love. Vanessa, yeah, you weren't it on the red step. Not being naughty today. Hello, everyone from Wales. Oh, so beautiful, Wales. When I finally get my camper van, Wales is on my list. Oh, hello there, lovely Gina. Oh, it's great to be with you, and I'm so pleased so many people have been able to join me this afternoon. I'll try and keep it to an hour again. Oh, it's Dolly Neely, beautiful Ely. That's a shame. It's not. Do you know what though? Up north recently, when I've been up, it's been lovely. And it used to be every time I drove up north, the grey cloud would be there. But I tell you what, it's changing. Right, but it's changing, isn't it? There you go, it's all changing. Yes, you're on the YouTube. This is only the second time I've done a live on Facebook and YouTube. And I was deciding whether or not, because the system I use, Switcher, allows me to do that. It allows me to multi-stream, which is way over my pay grade. I don't understand what I'm doing. But it's quite expensive. So I was thinking, do I keep to this or do I move to one of cheaper platforms? So I need to sort of suss out and decide whether or not to stay with this. I'm still doing my lives, but that's by and by, isn't it? But yeah, so it's interesting to see who's watching on the YouTube, because it's like, well, if most people are watching on Facebook, why am I telling you this? Waffle. Waffle. Oh, everybody. I'm going to mow the grass. Oh, Sylvia, leave the grass. Leave the grass to grow. See, I'm a bit of a let it grow. So I must admit my garden at the minute looks wild and I love it. First timer, yay! Not getting enough. Oh, Karen, thank you ever so much indeed. Good grief, I've been on loads this week, it feels like. I've had so many shows. It's been a good week though. I've really enjoyed it. It's going to be a busy week next week as well because it starts Sunday. So it's going to be busy. Right, shall I crack on? Because it's lovely to chat to everybody and I'm really pleased to be back. I'm going to turn this little old light on because it feels a bit, that's better. Felt a bit dull there. Oh, lovely Anne. Oh, it's good to see you, Anne. Are we there? Yeah, we are. Oh, it's spooling. Oh no, we're there, Anne, we're there. It must be yours. Hey, I tell you what, looking at everybody's weather, we are lucky up here, aren't we? Mum's outside in a t-shirt. Boom. I did get me water, my rainproof out today though. I tell you, we're getting the nerves about Glastonbury. It's Glastonbury in a few weeks, isn't it? So we're all getting the nerves about the weather for Glastonbury because there's quite a few of our gang who've never had a wet Glastonbury yet. Oh. Hey, I tell you what though, being in a camper van, it's not going to make a wet Glastonbury quite as horrendous, is it? Yes! Anyway, sunny up north, exactly, that's where I am, our lovely Christine. Yeah, but Christine, are you north? Are you proper north? Are you Scotland north? Or are you my north? Greeting Blathers. Hello there, Jenny. Oh, lovely to have your company. Warm and dry in Bathgate, lovely. Watching much easier on the YouTube. So it probably is worth keeping it then. Okay, Jane, sneaking a peek while working. Right then, gang, I'm going to get crafting. I do like the little chat bit because I like seeing what everyone's doing and stuff. It's right nice. Manchester, oh, okay, you're my north. Yeah, it's lovely, isn't it? It's lovely. Me and our Mandy, who you'll see signing in as Art Inspirations, we both used to work in Manchester, Christine, many moons ago. Oh. Anyway, right, gang, what I'm doing today. So, as you'll have probably seen, maybe not, if you subscribe to our emails, then you'll already know we've got the Lamali back in stock. Yay! I've got them down here, bear with, because a cheeky little pile of books now. If you are, we don't bring Lamali to telly. We did it once, but it's just not economical to put them on TV. So we've got them on our website. We've got a beautiful collection. And yeah, they're beautiful. Armandi's just put a link for you so you can go to see them. We've got different sizes, but we've got some different types as well. I'm going to run through. Bought some pastel tint pencils. Ooh, nice. Have you been trying them on the books? See, that's the nice thing with the different pages as well, innit? Because you get different effects. My mate at work, I've swapped in one, right, for, I haven't told Mandy this yet, but I've swapped in one for loads of beautiful papers. His uncle was a conductor, so he's got loads of old musical papers that he's like written on and stuff. So obviously I want to do something with them, like scanning them and make them into papers or something. But oh my gosh, absolutely beautiful. Lovely Nicola. Hello there, gorgeous Nicola. Glastonbury's on bucket list. Oh, you need to do Glastonbury. It's so nice. Yeah, Stonehenge is ace, isn't it? It's so, I love Glastonbury. Oh, Deborah, please don't tempt me. I have no willpower. Oh, I'm sorry, Deborah. I tell you what though, right, I'm going to spin camera because the thing is with these, right? Oh, wrong button. Bear with. Oh, darlings, I'm out of practice. The thing is with these, when you see them, they're beautiful. They're beautiful. The first time I saw these were when we went to, I went to Frankfurt. And I saw them, and you know when you see a stand and it's like, that. I want that one. Oh, fabulous. Oh, that's amazing. So Sylvia's got a 48 tin. Nice, thank you. I thought you meant a bus conductor. Look. Anyway, when I saw one the first time, it was like, yeah, I need them in my life because they're just so beautiful. And actually, the company, Lamali, they're really, it's really important to them to, I'm going to move that a bit closer for you. It's important to, that they get fair trade, that people are actually paid properly for work, and they deal with companies in Nepal and companies in India, and it's really, and I really like that about the company, that they're bothered about where these products come from. I think that's really important. And I tell you what, it's difficult as well, because doing research is difficult, especially when you know, sometimes you don't know exactly where things come from. But look at this. I love that random page. I'm not sure if that random page is meant to be in there, you know, because the rest of it's white, but that's just gorgeous, isn't it? Now, what I love about these ones, so this is the first type, okay, and these, now you will have to excuse me, I always forget what they're called. I only know what this is called because it's still got the label in it and I haven't thrown it away, because like a fool, I always throw these labels away, and I shouldn't, because this is handmade paper, and it's beautiful paper. So it tells you what it's called, and this is one of the smaller ones. This is approximately, hold on a minute, so that's 6 inch from there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, so it's 6, 7, about 7.5-ish, nearly 8 inch by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, by about 5. So whatever I just said, okay, that's that little one, and they're beautiful. So what you've got with this one, you've got that gorgeous spine. This is what initially drew me to the books. It was this. Oh my gosh, 5 designs have sold out already. They always fly, but it's because people love them like I do. Hello there, lovely Mandy. So you've got this beautiful spine, okay, and it's handmade paper, proper handmade paper. So it's different types of papers for the different books. This is beautiful, and it's a lovely sort of textured paper. I mean, it is proper handmade, so you're going to see all that gorgeous texture in there. Beautiful. Now, we've got the smaller ones in these, and then we've got the bigger ones. I'm not going to lie, obviously, the big ones are the ones that, hold on, let me zoom out a little bit. These are my favourite of all time, of all my possessions, because they're just beautiful. You can even see, you won't be able to on camera, no doubt, but you can even see the texture of, you know, when they do handmade paper and they put them on, where can we get the journals? Oh, hello there, lovely Emma. Mandy will put another link up for you, lovely Emma, because they're on our website, but Mandy will stick a link on there for you. So just follow the link and they'll be there. Hello there, ain't it nice, Mandy? Ain't it lovely? So what I love about the bigger ones, obviously you've got that big surface area, but again, the texture of the pages are ridiculous. I mean, they're just so pretty. And we've got the different colours. Now, Mandy did say already 5 have sold out. I must admit, right, the link, hopefully our Mandy will be putting the link up for you, but if not, it's just, let me put it on the bottom of my page actually, there you go, it's there. If you follow that, it is on our website, and actually I think Mandy's put them on the home page, but if not, just go to the side where it says journals, and I know some have already sold out. So we've got different colours. This is beautiful. This is stained with thingy. It's yellow and gets all over your hands, and I think it starts with T. What's it? Turmeric. Absolutely beautiful. There we go. Amanda's put the link on for you. Stunning, really stunning. And I love that you can see the colour. So where the dye's actually sat into the paper, and you can feel it's different paper on that one. We've then got the indigo ones, and I do apologise, I'm not sure which ones have sold. Turmeric, that's the one, Jodie. Thank you, ladies. I do love it. You're so good. As soon as I get stuck on words, you all come and help me. You know it's only going to get worse. We've got the indigo. The indigo, again, divine. I love these. I love how at the edge it's darker, you know, and oh, that texture is just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And see, I have done a little piece on this one. See, I really like, I've got too many crafts. Oh, Jodie, and it's terrible. It's terrible but lovely at the same time. And it's trying to make them all work together, Jodie. That's my aim. I love this because a little piece on that beautiful background, I think looks gorgeous. The other one that we've got is the white one. Now, the white ones are beautiful because they're easy to work with. Obviously, they're going to work with everything. Again, it's that really, I love the rough edges on them as well, which is so pretty. The indigo's gorgeous, Sylvia. And again, look at the way, see, it's handmade paper. So you can play with your inks, and obviously it moves on the page interestingly. Interestingly, that's probably not a word, but I kind of like still seeing some of the paper and some of the page. I think that looks beautiful. And then I think we've got this one, and I've actually forgotten what this is called, truth be known. It's that kind of naturally one. I think we've got this one, but again, that's, oh look, it's absolutely beautiful. And I love the different colours of the pages because they frame your artwork differently. Do you know what I mean? They all look, depending what you put on it, like this one, it warms the pages. So I had a bit of a thing on this one, didn't I? That was a bit of a favourite. I think we've got another, sorry, I'm walking away and leaving you a second. Because I think we've got, and I don't think I've showed you this one, because I think this is the tea dye one. And I think we might have the tea dye as well. And I don't think, oh, hold on a minute. No, I think I have shown you tea dye. That's tea dye, I think. Yeah, because they're going to be a bit different. Tea dye is another favourite. This is the one that I've swapped Lewis. So Lewis is giving me loads of beautiful vintage papers, and he's going to have a tea dye journal because he looked at that and he was like, oh, I love it. So he's having that one. So these are the ones that are back in stock, and obviously we've got different sizes, but then we've got some brand new ones. Now, I'm not 100% sure what stock we've already got left of these. Now, we've got your different sizes. So, and these are lovely, really cute. And we've not had these before. I bet you any money it's these ones that are selling out because they're really cost effective. And they're really, really, really pretty. Sophie, please ask the questions. We love the questions, especially newbies, because I tell you what, I forget what people need to know. So please ask those questions. These are called BAMSA. How fabulous. And look, you've got this little opening like that. You have to be careful. They're all handmade. I think these were the ones made in Nepal, I can't say it properly. They open up and I really like that. And look at the beautiful paper. This is so hard. Sorry, Mandy. It's horrible, innit? Pebio. Oh my gosh, Pebio's fabulous as well. Oh, I love it. Right, the large tea dye is already sold out. Sorry, gang. I'm so sorry. Now, these lighter ones, I'm not sure if we've any of these left because these were already selling from the email that Mandy sent out. So you've got that beautiful printed paper, which looks lovely. And then you've got a lighter paper in these. It's still a beautiful handmade paper. And hopefully you can kind of see how light that is. Do you know what I mean? It feels, I mean, it's handmade paper, so it feels like a mulberry paper, but I don't think it's got the silk in that. And then you've got like that beautiful craft paper in there as well, which is absolutely gorgeous. Really, really pretty. And we've got the different sizes. These little ones are really cute. I mean, this little one, right, is approximately 4.5 inches by about 3 inches. So it's little, right? But how cute is that? You know, maybe you're using it as a little sketchbook. Maybe giving that as gifts. That's a really cute little gift idea, isn't it? But really nice for just your little stamps, like some of our little Ink and Earth stamps that we've got. I just think they're beautiful for that. So that's a bit of a run of some of the new ones that we've got on, okay? And now I'm going to have a play. Yay! Although at the minute, I'll show you because I can't show you, but I've got them precariously balanced on a pile. So what I'll do, I'll move my precariously balanced books. Don't they look good? My beautiful precariously balanced books. I'll make sure I put the tea dye over there so I don't put any ink on it and ruin it for our Lewis. And then, let me put them down. I'm going to play with that one, and I've already started playing with this one. So I'll bring that back in. Let me put them there. Right. Ready. So I've already started playing with this one, so I'll switch it back round for you so you can see what I'm talking about. So this is another one of those smaller ones that has got that beautiful, beautiful cover. I love this yellow as well. So you've got different colours, and I know some of these have already sold out. I do apologise. Right, okay, so can you use them for watercolouring? And this is what I wanted to run through because I already tried, so this little page here, and I might pop a bit more light on there so you can see. So that little page there has actually been created with inks, but watercolouring. So yes, and that's directly on the page, and I were really chuffed with that actually, just freehand directly on the page with my inks really watered down. And I just wanted to have a little experiment, so that's that, and dead easy. And then stamping, so I wanted to have a go at stamping, so I stamped with my VersaFine Claire. Okay, and I haven't finished it yet because I was just playing. But when you stamp, and I've showed you, I did another page. So when you actually stamp on the other side, what you're gonna, it is gonna sort of, you're gonna be able to see the ghost of it on the other side. So on this one that I've done, I've actually gessoed the back of it. Now, because I've gessoed the back of it, it's made that more solid. And it's going to be tricky to see from the actual overhead. You can't really see, but I can see. Because obviously it's gesso, so it gives it that layer of protection, but it makes it solid. And there's no other word of describing it, really. Wondering if you put 3D... model out yet. Oh, no, I haven't, Sylvia. Sorry, Sylvia. I was thinking of moulds then. I was getting my brain out. No, I haven't, because, Sylvia, I've filled up every space because I haven't had time to sew it proper. I'm going to swing it round again just to explain myself properly. Because, Sylvia, my room, every time I come with boxes, and I haven't had time to organise every box. So I always do this. I'm always in the middle of like 12 jobs. So over there, I'm in the middle of 12 jobs. So I haven't had time to just put stuff away and get some space and put my model out. So no, Sylvia, I haven't, but I do know exactly where it is, which for me is a slight miracle. But I will be putting it out. I know where I want it as well. I'm looking at it. That's why I keep looking off the space. I know exactly where I want it because I want it in front of that window because it'll look really nice. But I will get there, Sylvia. And I'll tell you what I would like to do as well. I'd like to put the other ones, you know, the big ones that you do on walls, because I think that'd look pretty. But yeah, it's still on my list now, Sylvia. Still on my list. Oh, my list, Sylvia. It's so very large. But there you go. Oh, I tell you what, there's always something new added as well. With lists, you tick one off and then something gets added, doesn't it? Anyway, right, let's play, okay. So yeah, so you can, have I moved house again? No, no, but when my mum wasn't so well, I came back up north a little bit. So I'm sort of still up north because I was going to move up north permanently to help look after mum. But, so I got my office up here, you see. But mum's so much better now. So now I'm kind of a little bit sort of, my life is a bit weird again now, but it's okay. And actually, I really quite like being up here. This space is beautiful, so I'm happy. Okay, so, but it does mean I've got stuff everywhere. It's worse than normal. Okay, so let's play. So first of all, let's do a little bit of stamping and colouring in, and I'll show you the difference between stamping on your regular paper. I say regular, not gessoed, stamping on gessoed paper. Now, if I stamp, so I'm going to get some of my beautiful Ink and Earth stamps out. Obviously, these are the brand new range. I love these because I love pattern building with them. They make me happy, as I've probably mentioned. Oh, I tell you what, Sylvia, when me and my stepdad were talking about it, and it's amazing. She's doing so well. They went to see Bruce Springsteen the other day. And, she was so happy. Yeah, it's lovely, Sylvia. It's really lovely. And it is, it's funny, Sylvia. I'm 52 living at home and my mum made me dinner. I'm not quite sure what's going on, but it's lovely. 52 living with my mum and my stepdad. But thank goodness, Thank goodness, because, yeah, it's lovely. So, look, if I stamp on the gessoed paper, you have to be, obviously because it's gessoed, it's going to take a little bit longer to dry, especially your VersaFine Claire. But if I'm stamping on the gessoed paper and turn it over, can you see? You can't see the design underneath it. So if you don't want your colour to come through, then gesso it. Now, you might not want, however, to change the colour of the paper because you love the colour of the paper. If that's the case, then use, and I know we've run out of it actually, and I don't think we've ordered any more, use clear gesso, because then you'll still see the page colour. You're still going to see that lovely sort of creamy colour, but you'll be able to stamp on it, and it's still going to protect it, so you won't see it on the other side, which is what what it's doing essentially. Whereas with this one, so this one hasn't been gessoed, and I'm using my VersaFine Clair again. So with this one that isn't gessoed, if I go on to this one now, and it's not that it ruins the other side of the paper, it's just you see, bad stamping it on it, it's just you see a little bit of the ghost of it. And let's face it, sometimes you don't want that bit out, but that's okay. So see, you just see the ghost of the ink on that side. And maybe you don't want that, but it's still, I mean, it's up to you really. What you could do, and what I'd be tempted to do, I'd be tempted to have one of my layers stamped, and then on the other side of this, rather than gessoing it on the other side, I'd then put like a paper, you know, a really decorative sort of layer, but using paper as opposed to stamping on it. And then I'm maximising the paper quality because I like the feel of this paper. The gesso, it makes it not feel quite as lovely. You know, it's that handmade feel for me that makes this so ridiculously special. Now, we've still got our challenge going on, by the way, our mix-up challenge. So I'm going to mix up my stamps on this one. So I'm going to use, so the first one I'm using is Your Light Lights Up the World. Your Light Lights the World. Get your teeth in, kid. I'll use a little bit from that one. And then... could you give me ideas with the indigo, please? Can't believe 52, please. 37, I think. The indigo one, yes. I'll have a play with indigo one as well. I mean, any excuse to have a play with all of them, quite frankly. A Good Traveller, this one. So I've switched the stamp now to the other one. So this is a Good Traveller, and I'm just going to take again some of these lovely designs, like so. Braving me over stamping. Yeah, well, brave. I don't know if it's brave or foolish. I plumb for foolish. But yeah, sometimes I regret that move, I tell you. See, don't that look pretty? I love these stamps. They make me happy. Let me zoom you in a little bit. They make me happy because they're so detailed, but it allows me to, as you probably know, it allows me to pattern build, and that pattern build makes me happy. Hello there, lovely Louise. Thank you for your company. I'm so pleased we've got so many of you actually joining me this afternoon, which is great. It is tricky with Facebook Lives, you know, if you can't do your normal slot when to do it, because you don't want to clash with other people, you know, because I know, I don't know if Tony does one on Fridays, but I know Lisa does one on Fridays, so I didn't want to clash with Lisa. And then you don't want to clash with dinner time, and you don't want to clash with tea time. So it's like, it's when do you do the thing? So like, right, just do it in afternoon. I've done with it. We're doing it in afternoon. And then we're going to move on. So the next one is Shine Bright. So as you can see, I'm completely building up my own composition, which is joyful. I'm not using a black ink with this because I didn't want to. I wanted a really nice, brighter ink. So I'm using that beautiful, blue. Now this is where I really don't want to, let's see. I still missed it a bit. I bet I mustn't have inked it proper. All right, that'll do. Boom, that's actually fine. Yeah, so, yeah, I wanted the blue because I didn't think it looked as harsh. And is she on Monday? Oh, thank you, Jane. It's really difficult when I was trying to research. It's really difficult trying to find everybody's, isn't it? We should have like, we should have a thing, like, what am I trying to think of? A thing, a directory, a live directory. Maybe that's a very good idea for someone who's techie to do. You know what I mean? Like a live directory so everyone can see when other people's lives are on. So we all don't clash, and it means that everybody kind of knows when they can tune into each other's lives. That'd be kind of cool, wouldn't it? Maybe. I mean, I'm not going to do that. Obviously, I haven't enough time to sort my own life out, let alone a directory of when other people are doing lives. But it would be a great idea. So, you know, if anyone fancies doing that, thanks. Thanks in advance. That'd be great. It would be good though, wouldn't it? And then we'd all be able to be helping each other out as well. So we'd all be helping each other, and it'd be helping everybody else because you'd know when to tune in. See, I love that sentiment, but it's too big for this one. The Lady of the Lake one has some lovely little stamps on it as well, like these lovely little danglies and the leaves. And I'll take some at danglies. I love the danglies. So the next one out, the next stamp set I'm working on is Lady of the Lake. Okay, so and I'm just gonna do some more little danglies. I want some not coming off here, I think. Because look at them, they're so pretty. The pretty little stars, which are just divine. She's even got gorgeous fish on that one, which I was tempted to have the fish sort of swimming along, but I've stopped myself bringing in loads of fish on it. There we go, just have them just sort of randomly dangling from there, because that looks beautiful. Right, okay, now I'm happy with this. Let's just put a sentiment on. Let's have a little look. And I'm just going to go for the tiny little Shine Bright sentiment, because I don't want anything too large. So I'm going to pop that on there. Oh, Leonie Pugil. Do you know what that is? It's because when I'm inking up, I put my fingers in the ink pad, and then when I come to stamp, I press with my finger on the page, and that's where I transfer the ink. Does my head in, and I still do it all the time. I would be better with chunkier stamping blocks, but I don't like them particularly. I like the finer stamping blocks, but there you go. It don't matter, does it? So, absolutely gorgeous. So, a beautiful composition, dead easy, right? But now what we're going to do, let's do some colouring in, because, and I'm not going to colour in the whole piece maybe, because of time, because I want to show you indigo one as well, but let's just do a little bit, okay, because let's get a bit of colour on it. So I'm going to use, first of all, I'm going to use some of my Tim Holtz, and I've got Shaded Lilac and a Villainous Potion, which is marvellous, isn't it? Really cool colours. I'm popping them on my little old mat because they're going to puddle better. And let me move my camera out a bit. They're going to puddle better. So it means I can, after this, after I've actually done my colouring in, I'm going to be able to pick up the ink and actually do something with the ink that's left over. Blueprint Sketch is the other one. Okay, now I did actually wash my brushes, but I've put them all away, which is really annoying because I have my good brushes out as well. So this is actually just, what is this one? I don't know who this is. No, I've no idea whose brush this is. Earlier on I've been using all sorts of brushes, truth be known. Okay, so I'm going to go on with the light lilac first of all, okay? And I will bring that in closer so you can actually see the colouring in. Hello there, lovely Fiona. Do you love it? I love the drips. They're cool, aren't they? It's just such a beautiful, beautiful composition. See, I love this. I just, it makes me happy. I would love to be able to stamp. I seem to get it everywhere and don't know what I'm doing wrong. Anita, do you do it like me? Do you put your fingers in it? If that's the case, your stamping platform is probably the better way to go. Have you tried your stamping platform, Anita? Because if you're having trouble, try that, because your stamping platform will help. It helps keep control, quite frankly. And sometimes that's where we go wrong, you know, and getting ink everywhere. It is because of, if you're like me, you stick your fingers in it. But your stamping platform, if you do have trouble, try that. I mean, obviously for your journals and stuff, stamping platforms aren't great because you can't get your journal in the platform. Could with these smaller ones. But on a regular, sort of your regular stamping, I would highly recommend that, Anita. And I know the one I've got is, the Stamps by Me is the one I use a lot. and that's a cracking stamping platform. I know there's a few out on market, but yeah, that's what I'd absolutely recommend. After that, it's inking up. So, you know, don't over ink your stamp, because if you over ink your stamp, you're more likely to sort of get it everywhere. And then watch your fingers. I dip my fingers in everything, and unfortunately that for me is where I mess up. It's dipping my fingers in it. And I tell you what, it doesn't matter that I've done it 5 million times, I still do it now. I should get a cloth to wipe that off, but instead I'm trying to wipe it off with my fingers. So what I'm doing, and I am getting rid of the excess ink, and then blending that out. So you can see I'm actually applying water on this, right? So I'm applying my water on there, and then actually pulling my ink up, and I know you can't quite see the ink, but I've then got ink on there, and then look, and then take the excess ink off, which I'm doing, and then drag that ink round. So for watercolouring, I mean, I'm not saturating it, but it's a puddle. You know, there's a puddle on there because that puddle is what I'm using to allow the ink, and you can see the puddle because that's going to allow the ink to move. So even though I'm not absolutely saturating it, it's definitely taking the ink really quite well, and the water really well. And this isn't gessoed. So this is your regular paper that I'm using here without any gesso on it. So for watercolouring, I'd say absolutely yes. I mean, there, can you see the water? You might not be able to see that, but the water is moving out a little bit because I've put that much water on it. So it is moving out a little bit. So I have to be careful. Same there. So where I've really wet the page, so just be careful of like the movement, that you don't saturate it too much that then your paint sort of spills out over your designated area. But it allows you to play, and it allows you, like now with those colours, it's allowed me to blend those colours as well, which looks really pretty. I love that. And I'm leaving it just to soak in and let it do its thing, because I like that. I like seeing what it's, how it'll dry, what it's going to dry. I'm not forcing it to dry, I'm letting it do its thing. I'm then going to take some of the light lilac and just gently drag my paintbrush round, like so. And I have not got a steady hand, so you definitely do not need a steady hand for this. Actually, saying that, it's not too bad this morning, is this one? There we go. So I've just sort of emphasised that arch, and I'm going to do the same again here. So just spinning it, I'm doing the same again here now. So just emphasising the beautiful circle that's going round, like so. And move your paper. If you move your paper, it makes it a little bit easier. Rather than trying to strain to actually make your hand do the arc, just move the paper so you feel comfortable. There we go. And it's just a tiny bit of colour. I don't want loads of colour on it, actually, because I really like the design as is. So I quite like that really soft, muted palette. So just a little bit of colour, okay? Just a little bit round there as well. And make that a tiny bit darker on the little drops, like so. I'm working with Distress Oxide, so I'm being careful as well, because obviously Distress Oxide can be quite a bully, it can be a bit of a bully. So I'm being careful not to layer it too much. Now, how I said about the water wicking, can you see here, it is wicking, so it's actually wicking outwards on this. So again, watch how much water you use. This one where I didn't use as much water, that's not doing it. These ones where I did flood it, they're wicking a bit, but I kind of like that. I kind of like the movement, so I'm not too bothered. I mean, this first one I did, that first page didn't do it. It didn't wick. So that one I just didn't saturate as much. So just be careful with your saturation. Now I'm going to go in with a little bit of green. So I've got a cheeky bit of peel paint there. So just a damp brush this time. So not really wetting it particularly, just a damp brush to pick up that ink. And that I can just colour in to give that a lovely soft, again this is all very soft, just a beautiful soft green. Okay, so just doing my shading like that. When I do these ones, I do like it to be quite subtle. I don't really want to put too much on these. I think because the imagery is gentle, isn't it? You know, it's a really soft palette that she uses anyway. Now I did have yellow, but it seems I've tidied it up. So just one moment, because I'm going to get me yellow, because I really like the yellow. Oh, I haven't tidied it up. Oh, I don't know where I've put that. So I did have my squeezed lemonade, but I think, oh, I can see it. It's there. Mustard seed it was, not squeezed lemonade. Studio Light and Tim Holtz have stamping platforms. Oh, they do have the open edge, don't they? And I've got a Tim Holtz one. That's really bad, isn't it? Of course. Yeah, that's a really good idea. Thank you, Diana. I forgot all about that. Yeah, the open edge one's a really good idea, because obviously when you're coming to do stuff like this and it won't fit under a normal one, then absolutely. Yeah, that's a really good shout. Thank you so much. Because they do help. I think they've really made a difference to a lot of people and made stamping a lot more accessible, because a lot of people didn't get on with stamping. And I think it is, like, it can be quite tricky getting the pressure right, making sure you're not over stamping, over inking and stuff. So I think the platforms have made it so much easier. So yeah, definitely have a go. It's worth it. I mean, if you're not 100% sure, have a look on eBay. See if you can pick one up second hand. You don't need a bright, shiny new one. But yeah, it's definitely the way to go, because it does make a difference. I'd use both. I use my platform, but then I like free stamping as well. Because when I'm pattern building, I like free stamping. But I do use my platform as well, especially for bigger stamps where I know I need to get that precision. See, I'm happy with that. I don't actually, Crafts 2, yes, of course. Is the Crafts 2 one open as well, Jodie? I can't remember. Has that got open edges? I can't remember. I've got a feeling it has, actually. Or has it not? Oh, anyway, you'll answer me. Right, and now what I'm doing. And let me move this camera out again a bit. So I'm happy with that, but I want a border. So I'm doing this freehand. So I'm just getting a little bit of ink on here and just gently, I'm hardly putting any pressure. Again, the beautiful thing about wobbly lines is it doesn't matter. And then down here, see, I have not got a straight, I can go, as you can really tell, I can go a lot horizontal easier than vertical. You know, doing a vertical line straight, no, it's not for me. Horizontal, not bad. So turn the page round, you know, because then I've got more chance of actually getting it a little bit straighter. So just bringing that line round, and I love that because it finishes it off. There's something, because it is a handmade journal, there's something quite beautiful about this being quite loose. You know, the imagery being quite loose, it seems to suit the actual journal. And then I'm going to just pop a little bit more ink around here, like so. And that will just give me that really nice sort of wispy finish. Oh, I'm playing now, folks. I love doing this, so it's a nice wispy finishes, like that. Just gentle with your, top tip is get a nice little old paintbrush with a decent thing on it. Yeah, see, there Jodie said, yeah, it does. That's great. Have you got quite a few of them? Oh, Jodie, don't we all? Yeah, so that's one to get, Angie. Get an open-ended one. So you've got Tim Holtz, you've got Crafts 2, and you've got the Studio Light one. Press to Impress. Oh, see, there's loads, isn't there? There's loads. Are you seeing the chicken? Yeah, it does look like a chicken, doesn't it? I know, it is a sunshine, but once you see the chicken, it's hard not to see the chicken in it. I know, but you know, happy chickens. This is celebrating happy chickens. Shine bright, happy chickens. Shine bright and run wild. But please not near me dogs. And then just a little bit of yellow under there as well. Now, I'm leaving that page because I like that. I might put a few little splats on it. Do I want some splats on it? Maybe in very light lilac, because I don't want anything heavy. So maybe a few little splats, and all I've done is picked up a little bit of watery ink on there. And some of these splatters I know you can't see yet, but I will bring it closer to the camera. Because again, I don't want heavy ones. I'm only filling here, I'm just filling a little bit of space. So where it felt like there might have been too much space, just fill it with very light splatters. And hopefully you can see the light splatters as well. There you go. But see, isn't that pretty? Oh, border with strands of twine. I couldn't say that then. Oh, John, I love that. Are your chickens? This is it. This is to your chickens, John. We're celebrating the chicken. So, really easy page. And I love that. I think that's really, really soft and gentle and pretty. Because I haven't gessoed it, it does mean that ink has come through. So you've got the shadow ink. But if you now gesso the other side, you're going to be able to stamp on that. And you're not going to get it coming back through again. So that's stamping, right? And that's those lovely little ones. Now, we've also got, and we had the indigo one was requested, so I'm delving down to the indigo. And yeah, this is just beautiful. What time is it? 10 to, that's not too horrendous. I'll do an indigo one and then I better wrap up, I suppose, because I've got loads to do today. I'm going to have a little bit of coffee. I hope you don't mind. Spin you around, shall I, while I drink coffee? So you're not just looking at a book. Just a book. I got in this pretty cup where, hold on. Sorry, really thirsty. Where my little nephew, where our Charlie goes skateboarding, they sell handmade cups as well, which I just think is so cool. You know, like a skateboarding place, but it sells handmade cups. I mean, I love that. They're really nice. They're just really nice. It's such a shame I haven't got him tomorrow now. I'm gutted. Oh. It is what it is. Right, okay, let's spin you. Let's spin you. Let's get this one in. Oh, look at this. So this is beautiful. This is the indigo one. Absolutely stunning. Hopefully, I don't know, just collected 6 eggs. Oh, John. Happy chickens. See, I would love free range chickens. It's always been a thing. I'd love to save chickens. And I think if I had my own chickens, I'd probably eat eggs again. Maybe. Because obviously they're not bothered about them, are they, particularly, unless they're a bit broody. So I'd probably eat eggs again. But I don't know. Yeah, but I think I probably would. But only if they're my own and I just know they're happy. You know what I mean? Right, I'm spritzing on here. Or yours. Or yours, Joan, because I bet yours are lovely and happy as well, aren't they? I bet you've got very happy chickens. Are they little monsters? Because chickens can be bugalogs, can't they? But yeah, what are they like, Joan? I'd love to have chickens. Are they quite hard to keep or are they really easy? Do they just do their own thing? Now, the ink that I've used, sorry, chicken chat. Okay, I'll get back to what I'm doing, shall I? So the ink that I've used, normally you should dry in between this. Okay, don't do what I'm doing. Do as I say, not as I do. And I am going to dry in between. But, so the ink that I have used on the colouring in was Distress Oxide. Because Distress Oxide has a pigment content, it means the oxide will show up on the indigo. So it means that I can pick up this, subtitles reckon you're going to raffle it. That's brilliant. Oh, I love them subtitles. They're the best, aren't they? They're well hilarious. Love the ones with big furry feet. Yeah, the chickens. The chickens with big furry feet are well cute, aren't they? I do love chickens. I think they're great. Oh, now Fiona, when you watch on YouTube, this is what it does. It repeats your messages, Lord. So it keeps sending me a message, which is hilarious, because last time it was Vanessa who said something about being naughty because you're in red, and it just kept repeating her, and it just kept making it sound like Vanessa was saying, I'm naughty. It still makes me giggle over and over again. It was really funny. Anyway, so dried that down because I'm layering on top of it. So I'm taking my distress off here, so it's literally off the mat that I were picking up to paint with. If you spritz, and this is why I used a mat, because then you get those lovely little droplets. I nearly say globules, that's wrong. The lovely little droplets, right? And then when you put them on, because you've got droplets, it gives you that really, really beautiful kind of, oh, look at that yellow. It gives you that really, really beautiful definition between the inks, rather than just merging into one big puddle, which is lovely. My lass with an outside desk the other day, been on telly actually. Oh, who was? With the llamas outside the other day, has been on telly, really? So, my lass, is that your daughter then, Jean? Has your daughter got llamas, or am I making up this whole thing? See, I'm trying to keep up with conversations, which is hilarious, because I can't, I have no idea. It's so funny. It's like, I come in on middle of conversations, and it's like, what are you talking about? What's that? What am I missing? So, carry on. Now I'm being good. I'm actually drying in between, because that means I'll get the separation. And the separation is really good on this one, because otherwise your inks will just mould into one mess. Not necessarily on here, because on here, because it's dark, you're going to see the pigment, and it actually never seems to look messy. It just looks really, really cool. And the lovely thing is about this is the ink that was left over. So you're using the leftover ink, which I love, because again, it's your scraps, isn't it? You know, it's your leftovers, which, you know me, I love that. Okay, happy with that. Now, I would like a few more bits and bobs, but I'll do that in a second. I'm just going to get the excess water and a tiny bit of ink off that mat. Okay, so we've got that. Now, I have to be careful, because like a weirdo, rather than do my first thing on my first page, I did it on my second page. Don't know why, but I do need to be careful with this. That's going to really interrupt my stamping, so I need to be very mindful of that when I attempt to stamp on this, because I do want to do that. So, taking my my lovely stamps again. Now, this time, because I need to be mindful of that, I'm going to put, the main thing on this one is going to be a sentiment, all right, which I'm going to cut out. And I do think I'm going to go for this one. This one. Your heart is the size of an ocean. Go find yourself in its hidden depths. How fabulous. I love Rumi. I just think his poetry is beautiful. So that's going to be my main thing, right? So rather than it be the stamp this time, the main image is going to be the sentiment. And I'm going to stamp that on. Let's look for scrap pieces of paper. Now, you know what I'm like? I like keeping on my messy background scraps, because for stuff like this, they come in. So, yeah, I like rummaging. So have a little cheeky rummage through your scraps. See which scrap's going to work. I'm going to go for that. Oh, that one's nice as well. That scrap is good. So let's go for that. Okay, so these are all, when I've been doing backgrounds and I've cut my backgrounds down, these are the bits that I've cut off. So these are kind of the, you know, the more inky scrappy bits that I've cut off. So that's going to be stamped here. And I'll stamp that. I'm going to go for Blueprint Sketch. No, I'm not. I want to go for Fact. I'm going to go for a Reverse Fine Clear, but I don't want the lighter blue. I want the darker blue on this one. So I'm going to go for blue, because this is slightly darker than the Paradise. Okay, and I do believe we've got some Reverse Fine Clairs on our website, but I think I need to order some in, because I haven't done an order for Reverse Fine Clair for a while, so I'm not sure what we've got left in stock. I love Reverse Fine Clair. It's such a lovely ink pad. It's beautiful. She was a walking group. Oh, let's see, Jackie was a farm of llamas. Catherine saw them and fed one. Oh, how cool. Oh, how lovely. Llamas are gorgeous, aren't they? There's a farm near us now when I'm up north, and they've got llamas. And oh, it were really cute, because my dogs were really intrigued. So they went right up to the fence, and Llama really intrigued back and put its little nose right down to sniff the dogs. And my dogs were all right. They didn't go mad. They were really cute. They're just so pretty, aren't they? Their eyes are so pretty. Yeah, really, really beautiful. Love them. Absolutely love them. Okay, so chop this down. So that's my sentiment. Now, because I don't know exactly what I'm doing with this yet, so am I going to leave this higher, or am I chopping it down so it is just the actual sentiment? Because I'm not sure. I'm going to give myself a little bit of a leeway there, but then this bit I am going to cut that down, because I know I want it to be small at the base. So, and then I love these little scraps. I think they look really pretty. I have been starting to try and let some go though, because it becomes obsessive. I'm ridiculous, you know. I have too much stuff as it is. So that's going to be my main thing, because I really like that sentiment. So that's my main wow factor. But let's decorate the wow factor, because we can. So I'm going to take that, and I'm actually going to, I love the clouds. Now, on the new set, we've got the bigger clouds, which are gorgeous. That is so, so beautiful. However, this is about the ocean, and I'm going to put a cloud on it, which is obviously the sky. So because it's about the ocean, I suppose really I should put the fish. Perfect. So this is Lady of the Lake. So obviously we're going to go with the fish. Fabulous, fabulous. Now I want this to be lighter. I don't want it to be as dark, because it's all about the sentiment, not about the stuff that I'm then stamping on. So for this one, I'm going to go for Shaded Lilac. Okay, so it's going to be a lot lighter. It's not going to be as intense as that. All right, so let's just stamp the little fishes. Perfect. I hope you can see these. I can see them, but they are subtle. But that's literally what I want. Okay, so you've got the lovely little fishes swirling about there in the sentiments. And you see, if that had been too heavy, then obviously it'd have covered up the words, which I don't want it to do. I want it to sit in with the words. And I will show you that. Let me just put that there. Let me put that there. Like so. Tidy it up, tidy it up. There's even a little turtle on that stamp set, which is well cute. Look, little fishes, which is nice, isn't it? Happy Friday, Avril! The whole subtitles do well, do they? They do quite good. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, happy Friday, Avril. It's nice that it's Friday, isn't it? Okay, so let's decide on composition. So we've got our lovely sentiment, which I might chop down yet, not sure. See how that goes. I might tear it actually, because I rather like a twin sentiment, but I'm leaving it as such because I haven't decided yet. So what I'm going to do is now start just putting little fluffy bits on this, right? Because I don't want to, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stencil, because obviously I have stencils. So these are two of the new, well, this is one of the new stencils that we've got. There you are enough. And this is perfect for this, because stenciling is going to be great with this. Now, it's up to you what you use. Again, I need to be careful because of the texture underneath it. So I could go on with my inks. Now, let me show you first of all if you're going to ink. Let me get a brush, because I've left them over there as well. So if you're going on with the inks, I'm using a brush because this is always better. Distress Oxide or an ink that has got, this is a chalk ink. Well, it isn't. It hasn't got chalk in it, actually. It's got pigment in it, and the pigment is the thing that you're going to see, right? So if you're going on to this background, you're going to have to use something with a whiter base, or at least a pigment, so it will actually show. I mean, that's still quite subtle, but I like that. I think that looks pretty. If you want something a bit stronger than that, then what you can do is use, let's have a little look what I've got here, a texture paste. So there's lots of different texture pastes. I was going to go and dig out a texture paste, but I might just use white gesso. But use a texture paste or something, because that's going to work like a treat on this, because you're going to see it. I'm going to use a little bit of white gesso. White gesso will work, obviously. So let's decide where I'm going now. I'm not going to go over that one. Let's go over that one. See. So I'm going to get, perfect. Oh, that'll look really pretty, won't it? So let's put some of these lovely little stars on here. Like so. So I'm going through with white gesso. It could be a texture paste, it could be acrylic paint, metallic paint, that'll work. So have a little play with that. I'm not going to go mad because it's about the composition, and when you think about your composition, squidge stuff together. So have collections together. So this is going to be like my collection of stars, and in the collection of stars, let's just flip it, because let's put some lovely little dots in there as well, right? So that's one sort of collection. So down here is my one collection, right? So up here, let's put another little collection. So again, let's flip that, and we'll have up here, we'll have some more little stars, but we'll also put the lovely little birds up there as well. And I'm, again, because of that stuff underneath my decorative page, I'm being a bit careful. See how pretty, isn't that pretty? So you've got those, and let's pop another couple of little stars up here. So a little star there. A smaller stencil brush would have been a good idea. This is rather large, so I'm having to be really careful because I don't want to come off the stencil and have a straight line. I do not want that. So I'm being right careful. I love that. I think that looks really, really cute on that page. And then let's have a third one because it's rule of threes. So we're going to have that down here. And then down here, I think we'll actually have, let's have some of this. So some of that beautiful movement, okay? And some of those lovely dots. Lovely thing with your stencil is you can flip it and work on the other side. So you've got the ability to make it work either which way, which I think looks really pretty. And that almost, if I use my imagination, it almost looks like a whale in my head. It could be, couldn't it? It could be a whale. And then let's have some more little stars on here again, because they're pretty. I love the stars. Kind of like it that it's fading out as well. And that looks really sweet. Okay, do I like that? I love that. I want this one just tapering off though. So I want this one just disappearing up to the sky. So let's pop that one on like so. That's the stronger one. Beautiful. Oh, I like that. I think that looks really sweet. Okay, and then when I take that away, that looks more perfect. Okay, beautiful. Now, let's finish that, because this looks at the minute. What did you forget? Susan, I'm so sorry you forgot. That's just that's a shame. Obviously you can watch it on catch up, love. Yeah, we're a bit early today, aren't we? I mean, aren't we? We're days early. It's not like me, kid. Hold on, coffee. Sorry. Yeah, have a watch from the beginning because I've had a lovely time. So just move this out the way. So what I'm going to do, because this looks too perfect, we're trying to, do you know, I'm doing this, and look, on my desk, I have just seen one of these. And there's me doing it with my scissors, mind you. Sometimes I find the scissors easier. Get on better with scissors. There we go, quicker, isn't it? It's quicker. So, it looked too perfect. So if you go along with your scissors, the scissors are easy when it's cardstock. When it isn't cardstock, that is easier, because this is alright, it handles it. But sometimes if it's a paper, I go right through and like take half of paper with me. Do you do that? Yeah, that's when that distressing tool is a lot better. So it depends on the stuff that you're using. But this is really heavyweight watercolour cardstock, so it properly handles it. And I want it really, really distressed. I want this proper fluffy, because I don't want it perfect on this page. Because it's the main thing, it has to look good, you know. And look at all the fluff. So let me just tidy that up. Otherwise, that's going to be on my project and in my gesso, isn't it? So there we go. That looks really pretty. Let me just put my lid on that And then let's bring that page in. Okay, so we've got that lovely page, like so. Now, am I happy with that? Still think it needs something. It's still kind of, this still kind of needs something, doesn't it? So what I'm going to do, I am going to bring in some more blue. Or should I bring in some purple? Might bring in, no, stick to blue, Leonie. Let's stick to blue. So bring in a little bit more blue. And I'm really ruffling that edge with the blue. And it's really pretty, this, because it's sticking in all that gorgeous texture. So it's really emphasised the texture. Oh, and I like that. I think that blue looks really pretty on there. If you wanted to, you could go in with a water brush, which I did fill up before and put somewhere right next to me. Because your water brush, you could actually get some of that ink to start blending in. Like so. See? Careful, Leonie. Move that or else. Obviously, the background is an inky background. So you can see I've got all the ink to move. But I quite like it. There we go. So getting that ink to move a bit. That's perfect because now it looks like the water. Oh my gosh. Done it? Oh, I'm happy with that. There we go. So it looks more watery. Oh, I'm happy with that. So allowing all that ink to move fabulously. So it's the ink from the edges, but it's also the ink from the background. Because obviously I did have the beautiful background that I was working on was an inky one. So I don't want it too precise though. So let's give it a spritz. Oh, I love that. Because now all that ink's moving. Doesn't that, oh, can you see it properly? Let me move that, cut that in. And there we go. Can you see all that ink now moving and blending together? And I like that because it's quite literal now. It looks like the ocean. It's got that movement and almost like the water stain from the ocean. I'm going to dry that off. I'm not going to lift the ink with the paper towel because that'll bleach it out. I'll lift too much colour off. But obviously I want to stick this in my book, so I'm not going to let it dry on its own. Let's give it a bit of a dry with the heat gun. Where's the whale? Oh, yeah. The whale isn't a whale. It just looked like a whale in my head, but actually it's the stencil. But it was just a bit of the stencil. I don't think we have got a whale, have we, Sylvia? I don't think. I tell you what though, Sylvia, one of the new artists that I'm working with, she's drawn a whale, but I probably can't have the whale because it was already a client's, but she might be doing I've asked her if she can do a dolphin instead for me. But it's a really beautiful stamp. Oh, I tell you, I've got so much to sort out. Really gorgeous. And oh, Sylvia, hey, next lot, guys. So the next set of stamps is Mr. Barkhurst with some extra stamps from our lovely, fabulous Sylvia. Very excited about that. So that's going to be released next month. Are we still in May? Yeah, we are, aren't we? So that's going to be next month, which is very excited. Very excited indeed. Right, okay, so that's dry enough. Let me just get rid of that bit there. Make sure it's dry. Oh, I love that now. Look at that. That's really, really pretty. Yeah, there is. Oh, I remember, Sylvia. You're right. There is. It's Martina. Martina has done the whale, isn't it? For sure. Yeah, it was Martina because I remember it. I don't remember it a whole heart, but it's definitely, yeah. That is definitely not a whale compared to Martina's whale. That's just a little wobbly thing, isn't it? Okay, well, I'm happy with that. I really like that. So I really like that. I really like the little white bits, but kind of still want a little bit more. I kind of want more pow to this. So the way I'm going to add more pow is, I'm looking around because I really would. This is the one occasion I'd love to put gems on it, but I don't think I've got. I bet I have over there. You look at that page a second. Well, I rummage over here for some gems because I had some gems, but where I've put them might be the issue. Do you know what? I am terrible because I came over there for gems and went over there for gems and came back instead with a chocolate bar. That's not gems, Leonie. You definitely don't need to eat it now, girl. Okay, so because I can't find gems, let's use instead some mica, because mica works like a treat, doesn't it? So we'll use some Luscious, because I just want a little bit of shine on this, because it's all, you know, marvellous and you know, all pretty and magical. It needs a little bit of shine, doesn't it? Oh, looks Christmassy. Oh, really, Anita? You're getting Christmas vibes? Oh, that's nice. Well, I suppose so, with the gorgeous stars, hasn't it? That's got a bit of a Christmassy vibe to it. I'll tell you what, it's not long before the Create and Craft does Christmas, because they do it in June, don't they? So we have got something coming out again from our lovely Sylvia, who's been very, very busy, as our lovely Sylvia. Okay, so taking a little bit of this, let's find my water brush. And we'll mix a little bit of the, way too much. Oh, I had a palette. Sorry, you can't see what I'm doing again, can I? Chocolate, I tell you. Sylvia, honestly, I love my chocolate. Where did I put my palette? I'm sure it were behind me. That's annoying. I've put it somewhere safe. Anyway, so I'm taking my good old, there we go, Luscious. So whatever you've got, if you can find gems, I'd be putting gems on this really, but because I can't find my gems, I'll go with my Luscious. So I'm going to use my lovely Luscious, but it just gives me the sparkle, because I don't want it flat, I want movement, I want a little bit of sparkle. And this green's lovely, it works with the colours. So just going to go in and do little dots. I'm doing some quite chunky and some fine. And just allowing, oh, see, they look pretty. Just allowing those to pop on that page. I need to be careful, because I nearly put my hand right in the middle of them and dragged them all over the page. Because I've made this a little bit wet, really. So, pulling that across like so. Let me just clean this brush off and get a smaller brush, because that one is a bit wide. Oh, that's prettier. That's even better. I love things like this because they evolve. You know, you start with one idea, and then as you're going on, it's like, oh, I know what I need. And it's that, isn't it? You look at it and go, right, okay, that page, you need this. It's nice to have a starting point. Sometimes I don't even know where I'm going to start. But like with this one, my starting point were obviously my journal. And then it's like, okay, I definitely know I want to use those stamps. And then you kind of work from there. And I like that. This is me mix it up. So this is for me mix it up page, because I've mixed up my journal with my different stamps. So I'm still sticking with it being mixed up. There we go. And again, just, so I'm putting some mica there, some here. So keeping it, not putting it absolutely everywhere, trying to keep it kind of in blocks. And you'll find if you have trouble with composition, that's absolutely the way that you're going to find it helps. Try and keep things in blocks. Because sometimes if you put stuff everywhere, that's when your pages can lose their way and they can look a bit like, whoa, you know what I mean? So try and, if you look at a page and think, oh, my page is just, it's just a little bit all over the shop, it might be that. It might be that you need to start blocking stuff. I'm changing my paintbrush because that paintbrush was getting on my nerves. That's a better paintbrush. Good grief, that's a good paintbrush. When you find a good paintbrush, it's great, innit? But I'm naughty. I find a good paintbrush, forget, leave it in my water and ruin it. It's funny, I've got, next week I've got some shows doing acrylic paint, so I'm trying to learn more about acrylic paints, you know, properly, like, from artists. And like, I watched one artist and they were telling me all about, you know, looking after your brushes. Gosh, everything I do is wrong. It's like, oh dear, okay. I'm not gonna be sharing that knowledge, because it's like, what's the point? I don't do it. So I'm not sharing it and telling everybody else what they're supposed to do and then blatantly not doing any of it myself. It's like, yeah, I'm not doing that. There. I'm happy with that page. I think that looks really pretty. And it's just, it is a little bit, it has got a bit of Christmassy magical vibe going on, hasn't it? And that was the Luscious I used. It was the Lawn. So it's green, but it's got that lovely, and actually the excess, it's got it just works with the blues. The excess, one of your papers or one of your cards where you scoop up the excess ink, scoop that up, let it dry, because that'll look really pretty and that'll become another background for another project. Right, let me show you. So that's where we're at. And then just to finish off, get a cheeky bit of 3D foam and stick this bit down. And it's funny because when I'm on telly, I'll say, oh, I'll use more for it. Don't I? I'd use more, but I'm on my telly. Well, on this one, I'm using loads. I like these big chunky ones. There. I like that a lot. And that's my little page. I'm not going to do any splatters on this one because I don't think it needs it. I just think that's really quite nice, isn't it? And you can see the lovely little shiny bits. Isn't it pretty? Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, if you maybe, man, we could share the actual, rather than just sharing the home page, like share the page so they can actually go to the whole Lamali thing, the Lamali page itself, because yeah, we have got some beautiful journals, not just the ones on the home page. So don't please just look at the home page. Hopefully Amanda will share the actual link for all the actual Lamalis rather than just the home page, because it is, yeah, they're beautiful. Isn't that pretty? I'm not going to fold it back just yet because I don't want to squidge me dots. But isn't it stunning? Absolutely stunning. Ethereal and calming. Isn't that? Yeah, that sums it up. Absolutely not me. Right, I'll spin you back round, gang. Well, thank you ever so much. What time is it? See, that wasn't too bad, was it? An hour. Thank you. Oh, I think that's still the home page, isn't it? But yeah, have a look. Hopefully, and if not, if Mam doesn't manage, I'll share the page that takes you straight through to all the Lamali as well, because we've got quite a few of the Lamali journals as well. But thank you ever so much, everybody. I really hope you like your journals. Have a look on the oh, there you go, Man shared it. Thank you ever so much, Man. Have a look on the Art Inspirations Creations page if you've not already joined our group, because it's lovely on there. And thank you everybody who shares on there. It's really nice seeing what you do. I really love it. And I don't always comment, but I do always have a nosy. So thank you absolutely everybody who joins in. I'll stick these on if I remember. No, I will. I'll stick these on and stick them on my page as well. And obviously when you get your journals, let us know. Let us know what you think of them, because it's always really nice hearing your feedback, because I love them, but I love them, but it's good to hear what you think as well. Right, gang, so it won't be this Sunday, obviously, because I'm on telly, but I will be back with you on Facebook Live next Sunday. So not this Sunday, but next Sunday, but I'll be on your box on Sunday, and then we're doing a Facebook Live for Create and Craft on Monday, and then I'm on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Don't even know, I think it might be Friday as well. I've got such a long week, and I've no idea what I'm doing. I can't remember. No, I can't remember. But anyway, I will see you then. Thank you ever so much, lovelies. It's really nice having your company. I'm so pleased you could join me on Friday afternoon. Thank you, Mandy, for sharing all the links. That's really brilliant. Okay, gang, I'm going to get off and try and tackle my list of jobs, which I haven't written yet. Have a lovely weekend, everybody. I hope